Hi everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Nana Khadija. Um, if you like our video, please like it, subscribe, and drop your comments. We have our numbers. If you have some complaint you need to verify yourself on it, we're always here for you. And in case you have a little business you want to show to the world, we've got your back. Today I want to talk about marriage. I'm not a married woman, but there's some things actually that are happening around the world which is not good. Somebody just have to say something about it. I believe for a marriage to take place, two people have to come together. Just like I said, two people have to come together. Until the two people come together, before we have the families of both parties come together. Before a lady will allow you come to their house, or before a man will let you come to their house, he must agree to want to take you there, or you must agree to want to take you there. So in whatever aspect and in whatever angle I come out, it's actually about those two people who are willing to come together as one. And all of a sudden, they come together, they agree to be one, they involve their family and friends. There's nowhere you hear one crowd must agree. A crowd must agree to come together. So why do you think you that are not married, that you're not two? Like I've always said, three is a crowd. In everything you want to do, it's either two or four, but three is a crowd. When it comes to love and a relationship, when it comes to marriage, three is a crowd. Your mother is a crowd. Your father is a crowd. Your friends are a crowd. It's just the two of you. So why would you just give out room for someone who doesn't know what it feels to be married to come into your house and tells you opinion that they think is okay for them? And even if you check that, those people aren't really married. And those are the friends we call the selfish friends who are angry you got married before them and they want to talk you out of the marriage because they want you to come out and be like them. And maybe the reason why they do that is because, and every parent will be like, your friend got married, what about you? And everybody thinks you don't want to get married. And now you're married. You feel like you're the luckiest girl on earth. You feel you found a Prince Charming, you can spend the rest of your life with him. You think you are lucky among those friends of yours who aren't married yet. It's okay to believe you are all that. But do you know what's actually in the minds of your friends who are not married? Do you know what's in their mind? They have a lot of envy. Why always her? Why won't I be the one married? Why won't I be the one in the married house? Why won't I be the one having babies? And all of a sudden, your jealous friend is angry and you just call her and start complaining about your marriage. And you feel you want to open up to your friend because you think she's your friend and she loves you so much. And the only thing she will do is talk you out of that marriage. Tell him to divorce you. Tell him you can no longer be with him. That is not a good friend telling you on that advice. That is a jealous friend trying to drag you out from that privacy, from that love, from that respect zone you've put yourself. Why wouldn't it be her? And she drag you out of the wedding, out of your marriage, out of your matrimonial home, maybe probably leaving your kids and going to be with her. And now she's happy. I mean, it's better not to be married than married and divorced. You're now an example for her and she feels better. And whenever her mom is trying to talk to her, she will say, I am glad I am not married, instead of married and being divorced. But do you know, I've come across so many women that actually they're growing up, they don't have that freedom and they just want to get married to somebody and just get divorced after a few months just because they want to have that liberty to go around whenever they want, just to have that freedom they want to. In a Muslim home where you're married and you got divorced, I believe you have the whole freedom because everybody believes that you've been in a husband's house Maybe you've given birth to one or two, so definitely you know your right from wrong. I've come across so many people that got married because they want some freedom. It's not about the love. So whatever the husband is doing in the house is not what's keeping them. They actually just want to get a divorce whereby they can travel as much as they want, being divorced, knowing fully well that the parent knows that you've been married before, so you know your right from your wrong. So now the married couples, I really need to advise you. Just because she is your friend doesn't mean she is happy you're married. Just because she's your friend doesn't mean she wants you to stay married. Know who you share your problem with. Know who you share your secret with. I mean, it's not even advisable for you to share anything. Stay 1 week without talking to your husband, and don't let anybody know that you are not talking to your husband. Don't tell your mother. Whatever happens, you don't have to run telling your mom, he did this, he did this. No. And like I always said, it's about two people. Why are you bringing a third party? No, she's my mother. She would always side you even if you're wrong. She will always side you. And he thinks, and the husband will just go report to the mother. And this goes for the male and female, the wife and the husband. We have men that talk like women. If you cannot settle your score at home, my dear, you're not ready for marriage. If you cannot sit your wife down and tell her you're sorry for what you did, you need to go and tell her mother to talk to her, then you're not ready for marriage. Because your marriage is not a two-thing affair. It's a crowded affair. It's a crowded affair which needs to be stopped. Because by the time, you know, the disadvantage of all these things is at the end of it, you make your husbands look bad in the front of your family, and your wife will look bad in the front of your family. Your wife can do something for you and you're just angry. You might just forgive her the next day. But when you tell your mother, whenever your mother sees that woman, she will always see that in you. So you're giving your family, you're giving your friends, you're giving people a chance to hate your wife, because they would never forget what she did to you. Maybe you just forgotten it, you even forgive her and life has gone on, but she's your mother. It's gonna stay here for the rest of her life, and she'll always look at your wife with that. Or your mother will always look at your husband as a bad man. So learn who to tell your secret. If you're a married woman, a married man, you don't have to tell anybody a secret. Forget about your mother in the marriage, forget about that. That's why you left your mother to come and stay. Why didn't you carry him and stay in your mother's house? Or why didn't you, okay, we are married, but stay in your family house. If I want to meet you, I'll come to your house. And no, you left your home, he left his home just to be together. So why are you running back? This is you, this is the family, and this is how your mother started. I'm just giving you an advice. I am not married. I don't know how it feels to be married, but at least I have some idea of how married life is gone. So many people have lost their home because of these things. When you're a guy, your husband, and you're telling your friends your wife is good at sex, a friend of yours may just want to sneak out and come and test. You're a wife, you're telling your friends how good your husband is in bed. Your friend wants to go and see, is it true? So what are you causing? You're causing your husband. You're causing so much. You want your friend, you're telling your friends. There are some certain things you don't tell friends. There's some certain things you just keep to yourself. This stomach is not just meant for food. Sometimes just keep it to yourself. Most lost home, most broken home right now, they are based on the husband is telling his friends how his wife is on bed, and the wife is telling the friends how her husband is good on bed. And then she would go and want to test your husband, and he wants to go and test your wife. Let me go and see. What is he saying? I'll just go and have a try. Let me have a taste for once. And before you know, it's something that's just going and going and going and on. So please, like I've always said, learn to keep things to yourself. If you need to talk about the marriage with anybody, get a marriage counselor. Get someone who will never spill your beans no matter how hard it gets. Get someone who is ready to fix your relationship. Get a marriage consultant. If you must, get a counselor to talk to you about your marriage, but don't you tell anybody out of this space. Thank you very much for being with us. Keep your marriage. Every woman wants to be married. Every man wants to get married. Stop putting higher price on yourself. That is scaring the men away. Thank you for being with us. I still remain your favorite host, Nana Khadija. If you like our video, please like it. Hit the subscribe button. Drop your comments. We're always here. If you have an advert you need to show the world, we've got your back. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.